Final half hour of the week here on this Friday morning, getting ready for the weekend. Our next guest is going to be partying all weekend long after finding out, now it's Wednesday night, late Wednesday night, I believe, that she'd be playing hockey at the University of Minnesota. We followed the Moorhead girls hockey team this past winter. We had Ryan Kraft on the show and their outstanding goaltender, Taylor Creston, as they made it to the state tournament and had a dynamite run there. Turns out now they're going to have 3 Division I players off of that roster that wrapped up in February of 2025. Their third is Olivia Korton, who announced on Wednesday night that she's going to be playing hockey at the University of Minnesota. And for those that don't know, Gopher women's hockey is pretty darn good, maybe the best team in the country, although Wisconsin and Ohio State would beg to differ. And Olivia joins us here this morning to discuss that. Congratulations first. We were visiting off air about how this all came together. So I'll just open it up. How did this all come together to the University of Minnesota called?
Yeah, obviously it's really late in the game, but last week I had a call with them and then I went down and toured earlier this week and then it all just went super well and here we are.
Okay, so we're sitting in July and you graduated a couple months ago, correct?
Yeah.
So so you had college was still undecided as of Wednesday?
I mean, I had like some options, kind of just going with the flow, I guess, but yeah.
Okay, so take us back to the phone call you got. What was that and what went through your mind when you heard, okay, the Gophers are calling me?
Yeah, I was super excited but kind of shocked at the same time and yeah, it went really well and I was excited to see where it was going to go from there.
Okay, so did you talk with Coach Frost? Is that who did you speak with on the phone?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so did he say we want you to come down, or was an offer extended then, or how did all the timeline work?
Yeah, he kind of was like, "What was a good day? You could come down and tour." And then we went down and Wednesday morning and the tour, and I ended up loving it down there, and it happened that night. Yeah.
So then does he say, "Hey, we'd like to offer you," or how does that all work?
Yeah, kind of he left kind of the tour off with, "If you want to be a Gopher, let me know." And I texted him that night that I would love to.
Yeah,
So,
I think you probably wanted to. You probably could have told him right then and there, right?
right.
So okay, so you're doing the tour. How are you trying to keep level headed, even keel? I know this is part of the place you've always wanted to play, but how do you keep your emotions in check during that whole deal?
I know it was kind of hard. Throughout the whole thing, it's just like you're like, wow, like, and just awe that like everything was so cool and it'd be like a dream come true to go here, and now the dream is coming true. So,
So to say that, it's been a couple days now. Has it clicked in that this is happening? This is going to happen now in about a month. You're going to be down there.
I mean, kind of, not really. It's still obviously kind of crazy, and like I said, it was so fast, and I'm excited, but yeah.
When, in your mind, Olivia, did Division One hockey become a reality? Like, I can do this. I want to do this. How long ago for you did that be a goal for you?
I think in youth hockey, it's always been my dream,
Yeah.
and um, now that it's happened, I hope other girls can just see to like it happened so late for me. So I hope that they just keep working hard and never give up because you never know when your time's gonna come.
That's a great point. Did that come in the back of your mind? Like maybe this isn't going to happen?
I mean, it's always been there. I've always hoped and dreamed that it would, but obviously, with it being so late,
Yeah.
you kind of have to come to reality. Like, is this gonna work? Is it not? And you just keep going.
So have you been like skating and like I know you keep in shape and whatever, but especially during this time when it's been up in the air, how much have you been on the ice or just making sure that hey, if the phone calls, I'm ready?
I mean, I've done some coaching throughout the summer, and now since this last week, I've been getting back on the ice and getting back into it.
So now it's done. How much is your phone blown up here over the last 36 to 48 hours?
Yeah, it's been going crazy for the last couple days, day and a half.
When do you think it's going to hit that okay, this happened? Like when you get down there, first practice, first game, when do you think it's like holy cow, this is reality for me now?
Yeah, I think I'll go down and do like orientation and a couple other things before I officially go down there. And I think during then it'll kind of start to feel real.
That's awesome. I mentioned so that's three players off of this past year's team that are going to play Division One hockey. We had Taylor on when she announced her commitment. What does that mean for you and for your teammates that you had this kind of talent on? I think everybody knew around the area you guys were good. Maybe some are finding out we didn't know they were that good.
Right. Yeah, it's super cool to watch us. We've played together throughout all of high school, and now that all of us get to keep playing after, and we'll all end up playing each other too, will be super fun.
Has the trash talking already started with you guys or not yet?
Not yet, but we'll probably get there.
Describe what what Coach Kraft has meant coming in and what has changed with Moorhead girls hockey over the last 4 to 5 years.
Yeah, I think him coming in has helped us a great amount. And, he comes to the rink every day and pushes us to work as hard as we can. And yeah, it's been so fun and helpful to have him as our coach.
You saw it firsthand. When did things in your mind change? Like, okay, we're different now that we're respected when we come to the rink. That the Spuds are. This is not going to be an easy game. When did you notice that start to change?
I feel like even just my freshman year of high school, things, people started realizing, okay, girls hockey is actually good. And then it just kept growing throughout my whole career of high school.
Making it to state. Describe that, especially after what happened last year and the section championship game. How special was that? We just saw the video of you taking the section championship trophy. What did that mean to you that night?
Yeah, I mean, going into that game, obviously you want it more than anything, especially what's happened the previous year.
Yeah.
So that game was one of my favorite games. And I think, had like 6 goals, and I want to say 6 different girls scored. So it was just like all around a great team atmosphere. And it was a great way to end our season.
I got to imagine the emotion was pretty high that night in the locker room afterwards, considering what had happened the year before.
Yeah, for sure. It was, again, such a fun game, fun memories that we'll remember forever.
The impact now going forward that you're not necessarily you're playing Division One, but leaving girls hockey in a good spot. How important was that for you, being a leader on the team? I want to make sure that we're set up to be good for years to come.
Yeah, I think it's super important. And like, even I love going out to coach the little girls and get to know all them. So hopefully it can inspire them to want to keep going and play high school one day and maybe even go after that.
Has it always been hockey for you, or was there another sport that got your attention when you were younger?
Hockey's always been my favorite. I grew up playing a couple other sports, but hockey was always my go to.
What were the other sports you played?
I played soccer, golf, and softball for a
Okay.
little bit.
So
Yeah.
when did hockey become all right? I'm going to go down this road.
My freshman year was my last year of all my other sports, and then I decided hockey was what I wanted.
You feel have any of the other sports helped you with hockey?
I think soccer, because I started playing soccer when I was like 2 or 3, however old you have to be, and I played throughout all of middle school. And I think soccer and hockey do go, like, you kind of realize like you can use your feet more, and yeah.
Couple minutes left here with Olivia Korton. You're going to be teammates again with a former teammate. I know Kate Kozubud's down at the U. How big a deal was that to have that reunion now be a reality?
So she actually is gonna play at Duluth
Oh,
this
she
year.
transferred. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Well, now
but
you get to play against her
so I'll
now.
get to play against her now, so that'll be fun. Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I'm excited. That'll be super fun.
I got to ask now that you have this over and done with. So, what's the timeline? What have they told you about when they expect? I got to imagine pretty soon, right? That you got to get back down there.
I think I'll go back down in about like a month or so, but
Okay.
I'll go down a couple. Like I said, I'll have orientation down there and some like gear try on fittings. So, yeah, we're kind of just seeing how it all works out.
Did you get to meet any of the team? Were they there on your visit or not yet?
I got to meet a couple of the players. The whole team wasn't there, but some of them were.
How was that interaction?
It was good. They were all super nice. Yeah.
Last thing for you. What do you think the biggest challenge going from high school to Division One? What do you think that will be for you?
I think just to obviously it's going to be the next step up, and just to know to keep working hard and keep having a strong mentally game, and again, just keep going through it. And yeah.
Physicality, is that a thing too? Knowing that it's going to be more
Yeah,
physical than the high
for
school
sure.
game
It
was?
will be more physical than high school. So to keep getting stronger and working every day.
Is that something you embrace? Like, hey, you know what? I like the hitting part of the game. Is that something you got to get ready for the next
Yeah,
level?
for sure.
Well, I appreciate the time. Congratulations. I know you're busy because you got about 8 other people who want to talk to you today. Thanks so much for doing this. Have a great
Yeah, of
weekend, and we'll
course.
look forward to watching you when you get down there, okay?
Thank you.
Olivia Korton joining us from Moorhead, Minnesota, the third spud off the girls hockey team that made it to state that has going to play Division I hockey. We had Taylor Crescent on when she announced that she was going to go play goaltender at The Ohio State. Annika Stromy is the other one who's going to be playing at MSU Mankato. So 3 spuds for Ryan Kraft. He told us that when he took over, and we've had him on a handful of times over the last couple of years of making Moorhead a spot where we're going to be really good and we're going to produce college talent. And that has come to fruition here over the last couple of years. And congratulations to Olivia on that. We'll take our last break. We come back. We'll get you ready for a big sports weekend. We got a couple of shows we want to tell you about. Pretty pumped about it, I'll be honest with you about that. And we'll wrap up the week in style. Hot Mike, back after this.